host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker. The issue of gun violence isn't going away because there are every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we're going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave shit. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents' wife. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthplace. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your pay, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. They pass the law this on you and I to know what's up. And since we know this, how come the jails are jam-packed with us? I got my fist raised, and unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah, that's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. That they still don't know. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Muad'Dib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in.
That's a cold shot. That's a cold shot. As difficult as it is to continue to bring out this content, I gotta do it. So much happening right now. Gotta break it down for you. The Trump trial. You gotta watch this. This is why we all have to watch the Trump trial, right? Because we're looking at the European power structure devour one of its own to make sure that what they're doing in the dark and their deeds stay hidden. So this is why we have to watch the Trump trial. Because it's Trump, all right? We have to see Trump take on the man. We as African people, y'all might not like Trump because he used to be racist or he's still racist, whatever you say about him. But let me tell you something. Europeans have a different way of looking at America. We know this. Rich Europeans definitely have a different way of looking at America. But Trump, like he epitomizes America, doesn't he? Like, isn't Trump what America's all about? Right? So with that being the case, you already know that is the best thing. The best thing for Trump to do is to fight for the people like us. Most of us that can't get down ourselves on the government where we want to. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it for what it is, the government does the best it can to oppress us and manipulate us. But Trump's like, y'all can't do me like that. It's not gonna happen. You want to turn that down for me? Appreciate it. But Trump's like, I'm not worried about y'all. Trump got that North Korea attitude. He got enough money. He got enough money to do, his thing. So Trump's not worried. Thank y'all for tapping in. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This is why we got to watch Trump. We got to watch the Trump trial, because really, if the European power structure indicts Donald Trump, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. We can all go to jail. So all you African people that think about moving out the hood, you can't just move out the hood. You have to also move out of your soul.
Power on.
Your whole soul has to.
Pairing.
Your whole soul has to go. All right. You have to lose your soul for the European power structure. If there is an Illuminati, it's just a European power structure. You have to give it all over. I mean, just think about it. You have to give it all up to them for real. There's no way around it. Read African Messiah versus Government Scum. Can't make this up. All right. The Trump trial. Trump on trial. When they putting their own on the chopper, can you imagine Donald Trump going to jail? For what? For being rich? What they gonna put Donald Trump in jail for? Donald Trump will be the first European American in the history of America to go to jail for being rich. What else could be his crime? I mean, if the American government can say, oh, he was doing something wrong, we can lock him up for it. Like, just anybody? I mean, Donald Trump a criminal? Don't get me wrong. Like, openly, the whole European power structure is a crime organization. But if you're not ready to go that far, they're locking Donald Trump up for just turning his back on him. Just turn his back on him. I want to talk about the Trump trial from a different perspective as well. You can say the Africans in America are fighting for freedom. If they lock Donald Trump up just because they mad because he got pulled, he got clout with the people, because the people are willing to attack the capital of the country for him. I mean, for inciting an insurrection, what does that even mean? The Constitution tells us to take up arms against the government if they're doing too much. So they want to lock up Donald Rich Trump for doing what their Constitution tells us all to do. why we should watch the Trump trial. Legal machinations, right? What's legal and what's not. So in every home, the people that pay the bills basically decide what's legal and what's not. Usually it's the parents. But even if it's not the parents, older brother, older sister, aunt, whatever, the person paying the bills decide what goes and what doesn't go inside those four walls. Same as in this country. The people that run this country, they decide what's legal and what's not. When you have a totalitarian, a dictatorship, when you have like pure, you know what I'm saying, a pure monarchy, they decide what's legal and what's not. So the ruse is democracy. See, y'all been tricked into believing that America and the dream that it provides is just, it's awesome, it's righteous. How can that be the case when America was built on murder, rape, and theft? Theft of property, theft of land. Theft of language and heritage. The murder of innocents. Different cultures. The enslavement of people. And we romanticize slavery, don't we? The antebellum days. Man, slavery was ugly. It was. It was ugly. I'm telling you how ugly it is. Slavery wasn't just a physical servitude, it touched the soul. They're intending to make Donald Trump a slave. That's their intent. Because once you're duly convicted in a court of law, you are a slave of that state or of that governmental body. They want to turn Donald Trump into a slave. It's unbelievable. We have to watch this Trump trial. We have to look at how the European power structure lies, cajoles, manipulates, hides evidence, produces false evidence. We have to look at how they're going to do Trump, because we're all, which of us out here is rich like Trump? Which of us out here has pull like Trump? I don't have to keep kicking it with me. I'm glad y'all tapped in. I appreciate y'all for jumping on the live. But I want y'all to answer this question. Who out there really has the clout that Trump has? Which one of you is holding like that? Which one of y'all bag is like Trump's? The state is trying to turn Trump into a slave. The man spoke his mind, ran for president, won the presidency. Right? Here's my thing. While he's the president, he's being watched by so many different people to make sure that he doesn't do anything a president shouldn't do. Indicting him now, talking about he did the wrong thing with paperwork. That can happen to any of us. That's like saying I have to go to jail. They're indicting me for a high school test I cheated on by going to the teacher's desk and showing to other students. That the European power structure can sit down just like I'm sitting right now and be like, oh, yep, Taibu Muad'Dib has to go to jail. We're going to put this charge on him. Conspiracy and sedition and, you know, This is how we're going to do it. Go ahead, write that up, send it to the grand jury. Grand jury? I've never heard of listen to me, people. This is why you have to go over to the official Muad'Dib Global page and apply for application, get application for membership to the Citizen Justice League. The reason why you have to do that is because they're trying to write up charges to indict Donald Trump for something. I'm listening to the radio. It's over a woman. Man, something he did, something. Oh, was it the secrets? I'm talking about, take your pick. But who is really comfortable with the government run by a grand jury? The word grand doesn't befit the secret nature in which these grand juries are being held to produce said charges. Telling you. Why we should watch the Trump trial. Gotta watch the Trump trial, man. Got to. I mean, what are they going to say? Who's buying that? You know, I'm Taibu Muad'Dib, African Messiah, confirmed genius, sexiest man in Dallas. I want y'all to know that I fight with Trump. I fox with Trump. Me and Trump can fox together. I voted for Trump. Y'all say what y'all want to say. Because this is the thing. We need something to be different. You know, somebody comes along, so let's make a difference. The European power structure was like, oh, shoot. Y'all don't understand. Trump got pulled up. Listen, I watched the presidential campaign after reading one or two of Trump's books. And I knew as soon as Trump entered the race, he was going to win. Do y'all want to know how I knew he was going to win? Because Trump does not get involved in business deals that he'll lose. Let that marinate. So the biggest business, I mean, imagine if Trump would have lost, what that would have did to his brand. Trump had that thing all the way laid out. I sat there and watched Trump being interviewed by this news anchorman. The news anchorman said, Trump, a lot of people want to know why you made the decision to do X, Y, Z. Trump said, Ted, I know your mother. I know your mother, Ted. That's what he said to the goddamn news person. And Fed was like, he was like, yeah, you know my mother. You know my mother. Did y'all witness that? I mean, I'm talking about Fam was like, I know your mom. Like, bro, don't even try to come at me like that. What was your mother? That's basically what he said on national, international TV. He basically said, what would your mom think if you asking me a question like that, man? How dare you? I had to respect that. When Trump told that man, when that man asked Trump a hard question on the campaign trail, and Trump said, I know your mother, Ted. No, I know your mother. I know your mother. And he was like, yeah, you know my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like if you convict a person that's in America, you become a slave of the state. A slave. I'm talking about a real slave. Get naked. We gonna spray you down. I'm talking about. I've been locked up. I can't imagine them treating Trump like that. Right? They got Bill like that. They got R. Kelly like that. You know what I'm saying? But these guys look like me. I could see that being the case because all we do is turn our backs on each other because we still messed up with the slave mentality. We talk all tough until masters show up. Once masters show up, what's going on, Marv? Once masters show up, hey, it's all good. But Trump, look, I appreciate Trump. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. But the revolution was brewing. You think I'm not finna get with them Trump supporters the next time they jump over the Capitol fence? Why would we not? African people, if these Europeans try and take over the government, a government that has treated us like trash, my native brothers, my Asian brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Definitely all undocumented Latinos. If we find out that the Trump supporters is finna go over the wall again, why would we not join them? Help me out, people. Every African person, everybody that looks like me inside the confines of the U.S. borders, if they are plotting Trump supporters, reach out to me at Live Your Truth. Taibu Muad'Dib, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok. If y'all going in again, I want to be out there. Shoot. We taking over the U.S. government. Let's go. They've never treated us good. If they're trying to lock Trump up for a crime he didn't commit, I feel him. I just got done going through that about 5-6 years ago. We ain't going for that. And I was trying to tell people the revolution is going to be a conscious revolution first. What half that man? Can you imagine them trying to produce evidence enough to say that Donald Trump should go to jail? They ain't even lock up the little young kid. I put it in my book. We talked about it on the show. They ain't even locked the little young rich kid up, man, that was driving drunk. He didn't have a license. He was underage to be drinking. He was all the way bogus, killed 3 other kids in a car, other 2 paralyzed. Only he was good. Isn't that something? Every kid in the car that died or is a paraplegic now, only he's good. And he didn't go to jail ever. They want to lock Donald Trump up because he said, I want to be different. I want to run the country my way. Please. I can see why they all got barricades. The Secret Service knows how to deal with stuff. Like, no, they don't. Y'all didn't shoot them Europeans last time. You ain't gonna shoot them this time. Shooting it to you straight. This is why we have to watch the Trump trial. We got to be ready to move with these Europeans. Y'all have to read the book, African Messiah versus Government Scum. The Europeans, African people, they're trying to free us. Read Harper's Ferry. Let me go online and hook y'all up with Harper's Ferry, man, real quick, man. All right, we're gonna go to a screen share. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm telling you right now, this is Harper's Ferry all over again. African people, if Trump people going, we got to go with them. I'm telling you right now. Let me go ahead and present this. Taibu Muad'Dib reporting live. Let's go. John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry. Okay. John Brown, a radical abolitionist, led 21 men in a daring raid on a federal armory at Harper's Ferry in Virginia, hoping to spark what? A slave rebellion. I think Donald Trump got that John Brown, vibe going on, African people. This might be our shot. We don't want to blow it. I was excited. They finna lock up Donald Trump. Oh boy. For what? If they talking about locking up Bill Clinton, he deserved to go. You know what I'm saying? They talking about locking up Donald Trump. Donald Trump trying to make it happen. All right. So he wanted to initiate a slave revolt in southern states by taking over a United States arsenal, right? It was supposed to be like, they called it like the dress rehearsal or tragic prelude to the Civil War. It says Brown hoped slaves would join him and he could arm them with captured gun and the 1,000 pikes. Unfortunately for Brown, slaves did not join. Why did it fail? Because the slaves did not join. What would have happened if the slaves would have joined Mr. John Brown when he wanted to spark a slave rebellion? Somebody tell me. Somebody get in the comment section, drop a comment. What would have happened if the slaves would have joined Mr. John Brown when he raided Harper's Ferry? I'm going to tell you what would have happened. We would be treated a lot differently. There would have never been no Jim Crow, none of that stuff. We would have took over right then, just like Donald Trump trying to lead us out this situation right now. That's what would have happened. Europeans would have respected us. They'd have left us alone. It'd be a whole different type of citizenship going on. When the slaves didn't join John Brown, the Europeans were like, yeah, we got them. They're going to always have a slave mentality. They're going to always bow down to us. Europeans tried to free us, tried to help us free ourselves. It was riding with us 10 toes down. So all you African people out there that hate Europeans just because the color of their skin, I'm telling you right now, you wrong, you dead wrong, you bogus. There was always Europeans trying to get that thing right. Y'all want to know what happened to John Brown and them? Hung them all. Hung them high. Europeans wanting to put their lives on the line to end our suffering. I'm telling y'all right now, man. This whole Donald Trump trial got that Harper's Ferry thing all over it. If they trying to lock Donald Trump up, that means that he doing way too much with us. That he's showing us way too much about how we can overcome them. They don't want to see African people rise up. 40 million of us? We already talking, we need to do this, we need to do that. Then pow, another officer, a European officer kills and takes the life of an unarmed African person. And then everybody's like, they don't join. Who gonna be the first one? After the Chatham Convention, Brown began planning his war against slavery in earnest and soon determined that the federal armory at Harper's Ferry would be his first target. While the group that ultimately joined him in the raid at Harper's Ferry was small, John Brown had a large number of wealthy friends and supporters. A large number of what? Wealthy friends and supporters. Y'all think y'all just ignorance. Y'all think that all Europeans want us locked up, see us as slaves. No, it's not like that at all. Wealthy, powerful people way back then wanted to see it come to an end. We didn't participate. Time's coming up pretty soon. We get an opportunity to. We didn't participate, but the time's coming pretty soon for us to get in there. If they want to put Trump on trial and they threatening, we have to watch the Trump trial, people. We have to watch the Trump trial because they put Trump on trial, right? The trial, I don't care how long the trial lasts. We have to be peeping the times. If Trump people finna move, that's our opportunity, people. That's our opportunity. I'm telling you right now. If Trump people finna make a move, it's time for us to ride. It's time for us to ride. To the American government, if you're listening, through my Siri or through whatever else, if you're listening to me, let Donald Trump do his thing, man. Y'all stop hating, stop blocking. But if you persist, I appreciate you. Because those Europeans that stormed the Capitol for their man showed us the way. If I get a phone call from Trump people, Taib will get them going. Oh, yeah. Y'all have some nerve thinking that you have the right to oppress, manipulate, cajole, demean, all these things. Try to keep us down, keep us from having anything. Nah. Keep us locked out. Nah. It's not finna happen. Well, this was a hot show. This was quietly a really hot show. That's my advice, people. Watch the Trump trial. Keep your ear to the streets. If Trump and his people finna move on America, African people, all 40 million of you, this is your opportunity. Don't miss it. Tight with more D. Let's go. Keep it moving. I got some really great shows coming up, man. We went from babies having babies in my generation to this generation, babies killing babies. We're gonna talk about this whole teen gun phenomenon, even younger kids, grade school kids shooting teachers. We're gonna talk about how this thing goes down on Live Your Truth. We ain't gonna miss a beat. We're gonna make it happen. Great shows coming up for y'all. Great content, man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get back on my regular path. I'm telling y'all, this promotion I had took a lot out of me. Keep your head up, man. Come on the show. If you want to live your truth on the show, man, inbox me. You know where to find me at. Let's do it. I'm always looking for sponsorships. Let's do it. Let's get it together. You want to come on here and promote your product? Let's do it. Let's get it done. Have a good night, everybody. That's the show. That's the show.